can have disastrous results. And this is just really, really unfortunate. Like, really unfortunate.
Really unfortunate. Okay, let's keep going. B, what are your thoughts on this issue? As we all know, Tea Time, pretty familiar with Tea Time. Do you think that she has a heightened social responsibility given she had a bigger platform than most? What do you think?
So, in terms of a heightened responsibility, I don't think, no, it wasn't a heightened responsibility. I think this is just regular behavior. And it's unfortunate, that someone died by someone else's carelessness, and now everybody's upset that it's being discussed. I mean, nobody warned her about the dangers of doing what she was doing.
Okay.
That's what I want to know.
Butterfly, what are your thoughts, love?
I think, like I said, was there a specific question or my thoughts in general?
Your thoughts in general, and also, do you feel as though when you have a bigger platform and you do this for a living that you have a heightened responsibility when it comes to safe practices streaming while driving?
Okay, so I wouldn't say I believe you have a heightened responsibility. I think that perception is heightened. How people perceive you and the amount of the significance of your voice to those people. I think that's something that should be highlighted, right? I'm not saying, because I feel that way about regular celebrities as well. Like or celebrities, should I say, because she's not a celebrity. I feel like that about celebrities as well. I don't feel like we should look up to celebrities as role models. I don't feel like we should look up to people on social media as role models. So I wouldn't say necessarily a heightened responsibility, but perception is definitely greater. And the way that people evaluate your actions is definitely higher. And on that front, I will say my thoughts of it and overall is that I feel like it highlights a bigger issue. Yes, it is an awareness issue about the safety of being on TikTok Live while driving. And a lot of people in the comments were just talking about you, Rasta. For a public announcement, Rasta does have an 18-wheeler that has autonomous features built into it. So he's not driving a 2015 pickup truck that doesn't have those features. So I just wanted to say that just to clarify.
And he also has a mount. His phone, he's not holding the phone.
Because there's a lot of people in the comments talking about that. But what I will say is that...
That's why he wasn't flagged.
Exactly. But what I will say is that I feel like this highlights a bigger issue, which is the addiction to this app that a lot of adults have. And I said that earlier and I'll say it again. There's an addiction to this app that a lot of adults have, and it doesn't matter what they're doing. It doesn't matter what situation they're in. It doesn't matter whether they're out. I've seen people get on these lives at events and parties. Like, they're not even engaging with humans that are in the room. They'd rather be on TikTok. So I think it speaks to a lot of that addiction, because even though she did have, I guess her grandchildren or whatever on the car, this was still what was more important. And even, this is what's crazy, even after realizing that someone was injured and hit, she still was concerned about TikTok and said, I'll call you guys back. Like at that point, I would have already been way off of the app before then. I wouldn't have been on it to begin with. But especially when I realized that a collision had happened, I would have already swiped out of the app. I would have put my phone down, threw my phone down, whatever. But the fact that indicates that there is something bigger here to be examined. So I'll leave it at that.
Fair enough. King, I do see you in the box. I think you are a friend of Tea Time. I'm not sure. Let's keep going. I will bring you up momentarily. Rasta, what are your thoughts on this social issue?
We spread fake news and we watch the video.
Y'all want to TikTok and drive? Please leave that to the professional CDL holders. If you're not a professional truck driver, park the car, wait till you get home, spend time with the grandkids, because that's what's most important. This TikTok shit can wait. Always leave driving and TikToking to the truck drivers. I land with that.
Okay. Rasta believes that because he is a certified licensed CDL holder, that he is more qualified for such tasks. We'll comment on the thoughts about that, but let's keep going for now. Very Perry, what are your thoughts on this issue? And I will start rotating the panel momentarily. Y'all go ahead and request up. Okay. All right. Thank you, Butterfly. Go ahead, Perry. What are your thoughts, love?
Did you already go to graphics?
Perry, are you there? No, not yet. Go ahead, Perry. What you got, boo? Okay. Perry is not with us. Let's keep going. Trap, what you got, love? Are y'all nervous with the crowd? What's going on? Okay. Trap's not with us. Squints, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think that you shouldn't it's like drinking and driving, you shouldn't talk shit and then TikTok and live stream. Karma's a real thing. It is gonna come back and get you. But I do want people to keep in mind, right? It doesn't matter how you felt about this lady. At the other end of whether you feel sympathy or pity for her, or you have some type of like ill will towards her, and you're happy about this. There is a 59-year-old dude who did lose his life. You know what I mean? So regardless of who it was, if it was Tea Time or another live streamer who wasn't as big, one life lost isn't a life that should be lost over TikTok. You know what I mean? So regardless of how you feel, like just keep that dude in your mind. She also does have a family of her own and stuff. Like her grandkids are gonna have this like now imprinted in their minds for a long time. Like, you know, that's really the angle I would take. But you know, just watch how you move, man. You know what I mean? You're gonna rack up a lot of negative energy, and the universe does have a way of kind of humbling people. And I think this
Absolutely.
is for all of us.
Okay, well said. Let's keep going. We're going to go to Graphic King and then the other King. Graphic, what are your thoughts on this social issue?
Like I said, the same thing that makes you laugh will make you cry, you know, and it's not so much, you know, about it's more so about the children. You know what I'm saying? People always forget about children. And you know, you're acting a certain way around children and saying all these diabolical things and letting children hear all this stuff. And God doesn't play about children. You may think what you're doing is okay, and some people feel like they TikTok superstars and all this stuff, and they let that stuff go to their head. But then when life really lifes on you, and God shows you that you're not a superstar like you think you are, because in God's eyes, we're nothing. We're nobody. So you have to be careful with the negative stuff and the people that you get into it with on these lives and stuff like that. And I'm gonna land.
Fair enough. Okay, King.
What up? What up? What up, Zia?
We have two Kings. So let's start with King on the left and then King on the right. Y'all welcome in. King, what are your thoughts? What's going on? I think you're pretty close with Tea Time. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's very correct. I'm very close with T-Tom. Correct.
Okay.
I find, and I made sure not to interrupt anybody, I find this panel to be very comical and laughable, especially Rasta Pasta, who was just driving, looking at the motherfucking phone 12 times. I don't give a fuck if he has a CDL, an ABC, or a DEF, respectfully. And we the type of people that clip shit up, and we got some truck drivers in here right now, so I don't think what he's doing, just because there's a motherfucking stand on the dash, is any more responsible.
Well, can you comment on the prompt at hand instead of trying to deflect?
Yeah, I will.
Okay, that'd be great.
Right there. Yeah, I will.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I will. Sure will. But I was gonna say what I had to say first.
Gotcha.
Respectfully, I have to look at this like a joke. I think a lot of the people on this panel is a joke, and I just want y'all to remember the word. Hey, just give me a second.
This is a joke, King.
Well, did you want me to speak, or did you want to?
Well, King, I think that your insensitivity to the life that was lost is very telling.
I mean, it's really simple. Did you want me to speak, yes or no?
I mean, you can absolutely speak, but the fact that you said that this is a joke,
respectful.
This is a joke, King?
No, you know, you're a joke. Let me be specific. You're a joke.
Oh, am I?
I'll be very specific. You're a joke. You're the
I'm
person
a joke because I'm
joke.
showing awareness
You're a joke.
for people that are driving irresponsibly and have caused someone to perish and lose their life. That is comical to you, King? King, this is a joke to you? A man was unalive while somebody was on a live stream? This is a joke to you, King? I don't find this funny, King. I don't think this is funny at all. Go ahead and drop him. This is not funny at all, King. This is a super social issue. Someone has lost their life, and you come up here and say this is a joke?
I'm going to say free tea time, bro.
There is nothing funny about it. Now let's try the next king, and hopefully he has some royalty to him.
I
Go
mean,
ahead, King.
I'm gonna say free tea time. I fucks with tea.
Is she in jail?
Shit, she better not be in jail. Shit, she ain't do shit. The fuck? She was just driving.
She
That's
didn't
it.
do shit.
She didn't do
What does
shit.
that mean?
She ain't do shit.
What does that mean?
Free tea time. That's all I'm gonna say. Put y'all teacups
She
down there,
didn't
bro.
do shit.
She didn't do shit.
Can I speak?
Go ahead, HB.
Zia, is it okay if I speak?
Yeah, go ahead. Take the floor.
I will say this. I am somebody who's familiar with tea time. We're not friends, but we are associated with one another on a certain side of TikTok. I think what took place in this situation is something that can happen to any one of us at any moment. I have hit animals by simply adjusting my rearview mirror, and I looked away much longer than she looked away in that video, which was for a split second. I think we all know that these were not her intentions at all whatsoever. And again, these type of mistakes can happen to any of us. This is not, I don't think this has anything to do with any karma or anything like that. I'm sure Tea Time is very remorseful about what took place. I think that what Bray King was upset about was there's a lot of judgment up here and saying karma this and karma that, and it's not, this is not that situation, okay?
Well, hold on one second, Hart. I think it's ironic that we're trying to criticize the judgment aspect when the whole messy talk is essentially judging everyone else. Isn't that a bit?
Well, I'm not judging anybody, honey. I'm not judging anybody.
For real.
Well, one second. I'm not
I
judging.
mean, hold on a second. Are we going to then have this level of hypocrisy where we don't want to be judgmental, but the whole platform was built on being judgmental?
No, I'm not being judgmental at all. I'm not judging anybody. Hold on, King. I'm not judging anybody at all. I'm just saying, instead of making it just strictly about karma and she's so irresponsible, when I know we all mess with our phones in this live. Everybody on this panel, everybody in this live mess with their phone when they're driving. It don't even have to be your phone. You could be adjusting the radio or the AC and have to look away for a split second. This can cause this very same situation is what I'm saying.
Okay, hold right there for me, Hart. Squint, and I see your hand is up.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's a huge difference between what Ross is doing, well within his legal parameters. The law says that you can't be on your phone. You have to have a handheld type of device, like a phone mount, whether it be on your dashboard, cup holder, whatever. So there's a huge difference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, this is somebody who is actively
Happens when
engaging.
he looks at it for 2 seconds.
Oh,
What happens
hold on,
when-
Hart. Let's not interrupt.
that's completely different than you willfully doing something that not only endangers you, your the occupants in your vehicle, but other people around you. See, accidents happen, and we understand that. So if he, for some reason, took his eye off the road for whatever reason, he would have to deal with the consequences of that, right?
Yeah,
But he's well within his legal right now to have his phone mounted on his dashboard
He's going to jail.
be on his phone. It doesn't.
Okay, really quickly. Let's
Zia, was Tea Time?
Hold on one second.
Zia,
Hold
I'm
on one
gonna
second.
drop so you can have somebody
Okay.
else come up, okay?
All right, Graphic, you have a good night, love. I'll see you
You
next
too.
time. We do have DJ Soul. Welcome in. What are your thoughts?
I think y'all got too many relatives on y'all page to be talking so much shit, bitch. Mamas, sons, and everything. That's how we get down. So, bitch, I'm gonna show y'all better than I can tell you dirty ass sluts in this motherfucking
I'm going to
panel.
show you the
Know that.
fucking door.
Goodbye.
Get the fuck out of here.
Dirty
I'm going to
ass
show
mama.
you the fucking door. Wow. So it's ironic to me how anxious we are to jump on this live stream to platform people's lives and mistakes. But when they make a mistake and when something critical happens to them, now all of a sudden we should have this level of empathy and sympathy. Where was that when y'all were so anxious to drag everyone else? Where was that when y'all were so anxious to try to dox people and talk about people's children and mothers? Yes, that was my mother on the screen. I'm very proud of my beautiful Black mother. Absolutely. Now what?
You ain't allowed to hold court, like conversation court. You know what I mean? That's what they mad at.
So it's okay when it's someone else. It's okay when we're having fun, making fun of someone's children. It's okay then. Right? Come on now, don't
Yes.
be such hypocrites. Stand on business, as you like to say, right? Stand on business. Where's that business at now?
We don't care that she got on live like nothing happened yesterday. Like that. Somebody said y'all not clocking how she got on live like nothing happened yesterday. Yeah. I don't know if that was
Are
supposed to
you
be
not
like a
bringing people up right
big.
now, Zia?
No, because what I will say
Okay.
is, I think it's funny, right? The only thing that I ask for people is just be honest. If you're so okay with calling people out their names, you're so okay with making fun of people, you're so okay with this, that, and the third. This is more about awareness because we do have a social responsibility to those on the road. We absolutely do. Whether it be the wildlife or the people walking, TikTok is not that serious in which we're going to endanger people. This is about let's try to have a social responsibility to other people and not make it so much about what we want to do when we want to do it. So for all of those coming up so anxious to be angry, what are you really angry at? Accountability?
May I say something?
Thank you, Trap. Go ahead, Bliss.
So, look, I'm relatively new to Messytok, and one thing that I've heard T herself say multiple different times is that you need to focus on the what and not the who. And if this was a complete stranger that nobody knew and nobody supported, and they were on a TikTok live being negligent, hosting a panel, kikiing and chit-chatting with people, and they ended up unaliving somebody, a pedestrian on the road that you were supposed to yield to, everybody would say that that's a tragedy. Everybody would say that that is negligent. And I don't have beef with T for all of the people that are saying, oh, well, it's because the host doesn't like her. I'm unbiased. I actually liked her. I found her very funny and entertaining. And I still can open up my mouth and say that this was irresponsible and this was bad. Right? So I don't know what the disconnect here is. I don't know what the issue is. I literally left for like 10 minutes and all of a sudden there's almost 900 people in here. So I don't know what was said that made so many people join and freak out. But at the end of the day, this is like ridiculous that the chat is actually trying to say that we should extend grace to this person when we don't even know all of the context yet. We don't even know if she was completely negligent at its entirety to sit up here and say that grace should be extended. Wait until that trial is done. Like, that's how I feel
Fair
about
enough.
the situation.
I think that's a fair statement to make. Des, welcome in, hon. What do you think about this issue?
Man, I think it's unfortunate either way, but some people just can't drive. They could be looking dead at the road and still tear some shit up, you know? Shoot. I feel like just because you got a license, I mean, they need to use a lot more discretion with who they be issuing them licenses to. And you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a road man. Like I drive for a living. I'm an owner operator, so I do have to use my phone and engage with my phone while I'm on the road. But I have a mount for my phone. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So like the whole I don't do TikTok and drive. Even though I can set the phone up and I can listen, I just don't do it because I live in Atlanta. So you have to be on point. I gotta drive for not just myself, but for other drivers. These folks can't drive right here. It have been plenty of times where I done had to do evasive maneuvers
Thank
for
you,
other
babe.
people's wrongdoing. You know, you just got to
Mm.
pay attention to what you're doing. That's really all it boiled down to, just being responsible.
Just
Because
pay attention to what
a
you're doing. That's fair
miscalculation,
enough. Let's try it one more
a
time.
miscalculation on that road, it can cost you. It can cost the person that's in the vehicle with you.
I'm
It
gonna
can
be
cost the
respectful
people
this
that's
time.
around you.
Okay,
Like
thank you.
that stuff dangerous, man.
It's very dangerous, and it can
I
happen
see it
to
every
anyone.
day. I see it
Anyone.
every
We
day.
read text messages. We take phone calls. We're looking at the GPS map. It can happen to any of us,
And
but
and
we still just have to
and
be
in,
so
and
careful because in a blink of an eye, everything can change. That's it. That's the message. In a blink of an eye, everything can change. Now,
yep.
King, I know you said you would be respectful. I brought you back up. Welcome back up.
Sometimes I be lying, but I'm gonna let Genty go before I say anything.
Well, real quick, Marmar has also joined us. Marmar, what are your thoughts?
Zia, what's up, man?
What's going on, love?
To my peoples in the chat, hey yo, listen, right? Right, let's I'm not here to police what anybody say, But don't stop talking about people behind their back. That shit is corny. On my soul, right? And Z, you know I fuck with your platform as well as you, right? But every time I hear this, oh well, let's not extend grace.
I don't think anyone said let's not extend grace. I don't think that was the
No,
topic at all.
not you, Zia, but I'm saying I've been hearing that shit a lot lately.
Okay.
So if y'all not gonna talk some shit to her face, don't speak on her at all, right? Y'all talk about the action, not the person. And I'm gonna land with that.
Fair enough. Okay. DJ, are we going to try it again as well?
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't even get a chance to speak.
Yeah, you came off a bit aggressive. What are your thoughts?
I won't bliss in the system, y'all. No, I didn't come off aggressive at all, friend. I didn't say a word.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what are your thoughts?
So I was gonna say two things, right? I wanted to come up. One, I don't think anyone is making excuses or not showing their condolences to the person who was unalived, right?
Right.
Like to put on Braid and I'm very keen with words. You guys on the panel sat here and said that Braid said that what happened to that man was a joke. That's not what Braid said. Braid said the panelist speaking on the issue was a joke, specifically the Rasta Pasta guy that was smiling and smirking, you know what I'm saying, with his CDL while he driving and all this stuff. And like, it's just weird. You guys are sitting there saying people from Messytok is making excuses for tea time while people are in this panel judging tea time, making excuses for that fake CDL driver that was smirking and laughing. You know what I'm saying? It's just not coming off fair. This is no disrespect to you, host. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just giving my opinion on it. That was weird to me. Like, for y'all to sit here and put that on Braid, saying that he was like, that's dangerous to put that on him.
Who is Braid? I'm sorry. I'm trying to. Okay.
On the top left, yeah. That was very dangerous and very, very sloppy to put that on him. And I'm not calling you sloppy. I'm just saying, like, that was crazy to me.
Well, hold on though. But let me say this though. I do understand what you're saying, but I think the difference is, and some people may not agree, but whenever they say drive hands-free, so if Rasta has a mount in which the phone is not being held in his hand, that does
be distracted by TikTok and looking at the live.
Hold on one second, love. I'm almost done. Well, I got you in just a second. I think it's very important that we acknowledge the difference of being able to have two hands on the steering wheel versus holding one hand on the steering wheel and holding a phone, looking in the camera. Hold on, King. This ain't that platform, baby. I think we still have to acknowledge there is a difference having two hands on the steering wheel versus one. Do I advocate for driving with the camera on? Absolutely not. Do I think it's reckless and negligent? Absolutely. And I've also told Rasta this as well. But again, the life has still been taken and we are here now. And so we must move forward and try to spread awareness because this is something that we all have done. Now, King, go ahead.
I just came up here. I know I did say I was going to be respectful, and I will be mediumly. I just came up here to let my people know, to get everybody's names and plug them in the systems and find their relatives. Is that
what you thought we were here for? Is that what you thought we were here for? To try to dock people for spreading awareness about a responsibility with driving? That's what you thought we were here for? Thank you, Knowledge. I appreciate that, Galaxy. And for anybody asking, the picture that was up, absolutely, that was my mother, 100%. I'm proud of my mother. I'm proud of my family. I try to live a straight-laced life because I do understand there's repercussions for everything that we do. Everything that we do has a consequence. That's the reality.
Point. This is bigger than tea time. We about to witness the downfall of Messytok. Niggas about to go to jail. People started going unalive. Y'all just put Zia's mom on here just now.
Wait, the downfall of what?
The downfall of Messytok is happening right now because it's spilling into real fucking life.
Is that true?
Hold
Do we
on.
feel
No,
as though
I'm
the
about to fucking land.
Coming?
No, I'm about to fucking land.
Shit.
That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to land.
Go ahead, brother.
You can talk your bullshit because I ain't interrupt you, bro.
That's cool.
All right, then chill.
That's cool. Go ahead, brother.
So like I said, this is about to prove, and watch how people start moving now, because now we get to see who is being selective and what they want to care about and what they don't care about. And we see y'all. If y'all do this every day, can't nobody come up here to say shit about shit.
I care about your mouth.
Period.
You care about his what?
I don't
See,
care
this
what
is
he
the thing.
said.
This
She
is
didn't
the
care
thing that
about
I
that
don't like.
kid's
Hold
life.
on, Trap.
She didn't care about the man that's on the live life.
Hold
She
on,
didn't care
y'all.
about her own fucking
Trap,
life,
hold on one
my
second.
nigga.
This is the thing that I don't like, right? We cannot try to make this punitive to the people that are spreading awareness and having an opinion about a news article. This is on the news. I didn't write this article. Neither did any one of us on the panel write this article. So for us to try to then say, well, we're going to retaliate against people who speak about a social issue in which a man lost his life. It shows your lack of humanity and maturity. I did welcome in. Is it highly favored? Welcome, love. What are your thoughts?
So I had a question, like, so this live is to bring awareness. So my question to you is that something that you typically do? Because it almost sounds
Absolutely.
like the
Absolutely.
guy just said, well, this is the downfall of Messytok. Like, is he your mutual? Is that like the goal of this TikTok? Because that's what it seems
You
like.
need to read the
Oh,
room
no.
before you come up here
But
speaking.
highly favored. For one second, you're not familiar with me. Welcome in. I do a multitude of topics. We do news. We talk about social issues. We talk about relationships. I even platform my own bullshit from time to time. But I
So are
think
you also bringing awareness to yourself and everybody on TikTok? Because as Heartbreaker said, a couple of people on this live said, we all do this. This can happen to anyone. We all use our phones. We
right.
all get
How
distracted
many
when
times have
driving.
Now
we
This
you
said
ain't
is
making
that
not
no
though? Highly
sense.
something.
favored. Did
This
you
is
just
not
walk in here?
something that.
Hold
But
on
this
one
is
second. Hold on one second. Highly favored. We've been talking about this for a while now. I know you're probably new to this side. But again, this is I stream a bunch of different issues and topics. So yeah.
it just
Yeah,
sounds like it's
I'm not
really
driving and
personal when it
live
comes
streaming.
down to her.
Okay,
Because
highly
again,
favored. I know that you're new over here, so let me say this: we all know that Zia and Tea Time have their own personal stuff, right? But
that's exactly my
hold
point.
on,
Go
let me
ahead.
finish. Though I didn't interrupt you. The We all know that they have their own personal stuff. There's never been a time that Zia has been off limits when it comes to tea time either. Like we said with the courtroom stuff on Devi's panel, right? Or whatever the hell else it may be. Tea time never has an issue discussing Zia. So now it's being done to her. Outside of
So it
that,
is
hold on,
personal
No,
then.
hold
It's
it's
not
on,
not
about bringing
personal. I
awareness.
haven't
hold
said
on.
anything to
Outside of that,
slander anyone,
let me
and I've
finish.
been very clear with my intentions.
Outs,
But what I
outs,
do, it doesn't matter. At this point, what I do find to be is it's interesting that we're more angry at the fact that this is being discussed than the message behind it.
and
It's not
outside of
about the
that,
person. It's about what has occurred and how can we as
Somebody lost their
people
life over some bullshit, over
be
some
right.
more
nigga shit.
responsible.
But Zia
No, it's
does. I
deeper
just
than
want to
that.
make sure. Can I
Over
finish
some
what I'm
nigga
saying, Trap, real
messy
quick,
TikTok
please?
shit.
Because I didn't interrupt nobody.
Ah,
Go
damn.
ahead.
Outside of that, Zia has definitely had panels where she's taken the time to bring awareness and stuff. Like when we had that last school pew pew. When we had that last shooting at the school, she brought awareness to that. Why is this happening to these kids? What should we be doing? Should we
Right.
start homeschooling our kids? She will bring awareness and stuff. The reason why people are being a bit more sensitive is because everybody is aware of their personal beef. But
Okay.
It has nothing to do with that.
But
It
Period.
does.
Hold one
Zia has
second,
never.
No,
Period.
it
Period.
doesn't.
Hold on,
Y'all
Trap.
wanted to be,
I don't
bro.
have beef. First of all, let me be very clear as somebody who does content as well. Don't have beef with Tea Time. I don't care about her
Dude,
in that.
cuss each other out. Like,
Can you be quiet while I'm talking? That would be great. What I'm trying to explain is ultimately, this is a huge issue. This is not we ran over a cat or a dog. This is someone lost their life. So, regardless of any past discrepancies, whatever the case may be, that is totally irrelevant to what has occurred. And for us on this app right now, and some of us are driving, some of us are listening to this live. We still have to be careful. I don't understand how we can be so upset about someone saying, just be careful. And if for those who are so anxious to be a part of a platform where they try to tear people down, it's not about tea time. It's about us and our responsibility with our phones. That's it.
but you're talking about tea time though, right?
King, are you up here to suck on pussy or are you up here to talk about the prompts? I'm not sure because I haven't come yet. I haven't come yet.
Uh,
I don't think everybody does
My
it though,
thing is
Zia.
to add on what Barry was saying.
Let me know when to go. I've been patiently waiting.
Oh, I just
Niggas
wanted to
out here like a
briefly say to
motherfucker.
add on to what Barry was saying. The
Stop
thing
bringing
is
people up,
everybody's
please.
saying, oh, it's a personal issue. Zia's saying this because of their personal issues. It's been a personal issue. And when the shoe was on the other foot and Zia was being nitpicked for her shortcomings, like
Never
the reaction was drastically different. You guys capitalized off of it. You used it for entertainment. You found it very funny that her shortcomings were brought up. And that's why I feel like personally, Zia is not obligated to extend grace to this individual. That's just how I feel.
This is
I
the thing. None of
personally
these
would.
people would be on Tea Times. None of these people would be on Tea Times panel saying any of the shit they saying right now. If this was Zia, period.
Right.
So I
That's
don't
what
want to
I'm
hear this
saying.
shit. So y'all keep saying she biased. Y'all biased. Y'all over here for one. We don't ever see y'all niggas.
I ain't gonna lie. I don't think it's no different between drinking and driving for real. I think it's the
Right. It's
same.
absolutely not. And that's why I said earlier, even if I have a glass of wine, I'm taking an Uber. I don't give a goddamn.
What is
Now,
making this a personal attack other than it's her?
there's nothing personal about it. Because if
Other than it's
anyone
her.
who's been here for more than 5 minutes has clearly heard
Hello.
the
When is
intention
y'all
of the
gonna bring up
message.
the fact
Hold
somebody
on a second,
unalive over
Trap.
some nigga shit?
I'm explaining to you why it's
Fact.
no attack. Hi, host. My name is.
Goodbye. Meister Bryant, welcome in.
What's up? Thank you.
What are your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts is about this. We've all made mistakes, right? And we talking about shit. So true enough. Everybody know Tea Time, and he say, what she did this and third on the app and this and third. But my man just said it's not personal. It's very personal when people take them like that. Because people now taking their lash back is when the woman's been down. And understanding that shit, knowing, say, you know what? If I've made a mistake, what about my mistake got scrutinized just like this? How should I
Mm-hmm.
feel? With all y'all want y'all same mistake, like to put yourself in this woman's shoes. These want your mistakes scrutinized just like this.
Oh,
You
we
got this
absolutely
woman.
have. And that's why, again, for those who may not be listening or so anxious to be part of the echo chamber and to cyber slurp their friends, this can be any of us. This could literally be me looking at the GPS map trying to figure out where the hell am I at? But the problem is when we are online streaming, it's going to be platformed. That's just the reality of the world that we live in with everyone with the device. Welcome in, Kilo.
Can I say
Hey,
something after Kilo?
Hold on one second, Ariel. Let's let Kilo have the floor. Kilo, what are your thoughts?
yeah. So I don't know. I forgot her. The TikToker. I've seen her around, but I don't know much about her. But I don't even think that matters. But I think this whole shit, that's crazy, man. That I think, man, people got to turn this stuff on and off, man. If you're driving, I don't think you should be hosting. But I mean, this is just me, man. I don't host. So I don't know what all goes into it.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you're probably multitasking just for what I see from you, Z, and everybody else. And I think it's
But
only
think
a
about
matter of
this,
time.
bro. You say
Hold on, my dear
hosting,
boy. I was in the middle
but
of a statement.
Oh,
have you never?
yeah,
Have
let's
you
let him
never?
land.
Hold on.
Hold on, Miles. Hold on. We listen to you. Let's allow
Yeah,
Kilo to land.
15
Everyone's going
seconds
to
of
have an
that.
opportunity to talk.
Yeah, but when you think about this, when you're trying to decide whether or not you condone something, all you need to do is ask. Think about the person you love the most. And if that person got hit by a TikToker who was hosting a panel, and I don't even know if she was hosting or what, but how would you feel? How you feel about that now? When it's your mom, your dad, your sister, brother, son, daughter's blood. Well, it says fatal, so I'm assuming the guy must have passed away, huh? Fatal. That's usually what that means, right?
He did.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So
pretty much.
yeah, man. I don't know
Have
how
you
you
ever
feel about it
drove in
now.
Texas?
I'm confused what's happening here. Are we just going to ignore the message? Are we just going to make this solely about the individual and not what has occurred? I mean, what are we talking about?
To focus on your personal issues versus the message.
Can we focus on the message? Is that
I
possible?
don't.
Can
I
I
don't
say
even
something
know that
real
lady.
quick?
And you
With
know what I think? Go ahead, Ariel, baby. Go ahead.
We've been talking about this for a bro. Really, honestly, the only three people that I saw talking about this today was me, Ashley, and Zia. Nobody else is talking about it. This is all public information. No one's making this up. No one's talking about her and saying, "Oh, gotcha, bitch."
Right.
Everybody's being warned on what could possibly happen to you if you do the crime, you're gonna do the time.
Facts.
Regardless. and she did the crime. So she's gonna have to do the time. So to sit here and act like Zia or anybody who talked about this topic is talking about this woman in a negative light, she did the crime. No one's talking about her specifically in a negative light.
Not at all.
Zia did not put that car in drive when she drove the vehicle. She did not. She did not hit that woman or hit that man.
No,
She
this
did
is the
not. She
thing.
was not on. Zia never drives. First off, I never even seen Zia drive when she was on live.
Always home.
So to come up here and try to pander to someone who really doesn't give a fuck about none of y'all and doesn't pay any of y'all's bills, to sit here and say that we're talking, nobody is talking about this woman. I don't even know the woman like that. This is all factual evidence. If you go to your police department right now, you can look up and see if someone's in jail. That's public records.
Okay.
I land there.
Fair enough. King's
Say
Corner,
something real quick,
welcome.
too.
Yeah, go ahead, Kilo.
Just say this again, man. When you
So
drive, you're
shut
distracted.
your ass up while you driving. You literally.
How do you know that he's driving? Is his
Yes,
camera on?
I am driving. I'm
You
driving.
goddamn
I'm just
mirror.
saying.
Begging and
Hey, you
talking
gotta be.
to Jay.
You're emotional.
Then
You gotta
talking
relax.
about
It's okay.
There's other
It's
people
okay.
out there
So
that need
Hold
hypocritical,
on,
right?
y'all.
chat.
Hold on.
It's
Hold on.
okay.
Very
Hold on.
hypocritical, bro.
Okay.
Yeah. I get all
Okay,
that. I
hold
get all
on. If
that.
you come off of mute,
Relax.
I have to drop you. We're trying to get everyone heard. Go ahead, Kilo.
Y'all boys. I'm driving right now. You know the difference is every single time it's 2025. Tell me
Nothing.
you ain't got a Jeep. Hold on, my dear boy. You gotta relax. Y'all boys emotional.
Yeah, thank you, dude.
Everybody's distracted. It don't matter. I got a panel big as hell in my car. Like that's installed. I press buttons on that to change the music. We're all distracted to some point. But my guess, and I'm not a TikTok host person, but my guess is that is a lot more involved. I don't know what she was doing. I don't watch her like that. I don't know her. But my point is, we're all distracted. It's tell me you don't know the difference between me having to hit the mute button and unmute button to say a thing or two. I can't read the comments and host a panel, but surely you know the difference. And if y'all boys don't, then man, hey, that's probably why you're at where you're at in life.
Fair enough.
I wanted to state that because I don't know if a lot of people have hosted before, but that is a completely different ballgame. You're in control of managing guests by bringing them up, dropping them down, muting them when they're over talking, especially if you don't have a ton of moderators and her panel was mainly empty. So it's fair to assume that there wasn't, right? Like look at when you look at the clip of when she hit the individual, there's only 3 people on her panel. So anyway, I'm going to continue what I was saying. Hosting is a completely different level of responsibility than just guesting on a panel where all you do is just control your mic. You can unmute your mic at a red light and then speak while your eyes don't even leave the road. That's not the same thing as hosting a panel where you got to make sure that the green screen is on, make sure that your backgrounds are clear, making sure that your guests are coming up and down, making sure that they're being muted, monitoring comment sections, making sure your likes are getting up, making sure gifts are being made. Like, that's a totally different realm. So to say that it's the same thing is just blatantly dishonest.
Okay.
You know,
Can I say something?
Hold on one second, y'all. We have Martin who's joined us. Martin, what are your thoughts?
Okay. Whew. All right. When you're driving, you have a due diligent responsibility to the pedestrians on the street. And that's anybody. And even when you're on a panel, when you're hosting, no matter what, even if you're like the comments, then you're being distracted from what you're doing. There's always a distraction. And I don't think anybody should be TikToking while they're driving. That's
when you drove, my
hold
nigga.
on, please. Excuse me. Please. Thank you. I think that it's really irresponsible on the driver's behalf. But to bring something like this to awareness, it's a beautiful thing because now we know the consequences of what can happen if you're TikToking and driving. You know what I mean? I live in the state of California where the pedestrian has the motherfucking right of way,
You
no matter what.
nigga. You ain't saying nothing.
Bro, you
We'll
got
see you
one more
later,
time
buddy.
and I'm
We
gonna
try to
crash
give
out.
you an opportunity to act like an adult, but you were not capable of doing that. So we're going to move forward. I'm going to bring up new guests. Go
So,
ahead, Martin.
you know, and you gotta honestly, you guys gotta really think of that. You're not just responsible for you. You're responsible for the cars around you, the pedestrians around you. You're responsible for everything that you can come in contact with a lethal weapon. That's what a car is. It is a lethal weapon. It can be so deadly, and it can be deadly in a blink of an eye. So if you want to take your awareness from something that can happen at the snap of your finger, then to me, that's very irresponsible. And whatever happens to you, you deserve it. You
Okay.
really do. And
We
I land.
also, all right. Thank you. Dat boy, what are your thoughts?
Didn't you used to be addicted to drugs and got your kid taken from you?
Oh, more rumors and lies.
You know what's
Interesting.
funny about this?
Man, just stop bringing goofies up. Just we
You know
can't
what's
even just
funny
bring
about
niggas up
Hey,
here,
Zia, you
bro.
can
That's
drop me.
true.
Appreciate
it's
you.
almost like,
I
and
mean, we can easily drop people. Kilo, you want to go? All
Y'all can drop me. I appreciate you.
right, I
All right,
got you.
Sheila, have a
I
good
don't
night.
understand.
Oh, hold on, y'all. Ariel was
Yeah, go
talking, y'all.
ahead.
Let's let Ariel
I hate to
continue.
compare
Do
this.
you want to let him back up?
No, we're not letting anybody up for right now. I will say
Okay.
this though. It's funny how we continue to pivot. It's funny how we continue to try to drum up a bunch of lies and making up shit. Topic is not about Zia. Topic is about being aware, paying attention, and being careful. Interesting. Y'all keep on with the rumors though. They're
Can
funny.
I
The
can I say
funny thing
something?
about this is, it's almost like,
I'll say something to that.
huh?
I've been knowing T probably longer than anybody on here because I've been on here for quite a while. And tea time has always been messy. And all these people who are trolling because of her, uh, she will turn on them at a drop of a dime. And they just don't know it yet. She's worse than a rattlesnake. That the woman is messy as fuck. So anybody who takes her word for anything, you just as messy. And I'll let that go right there.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't understand why we not understanding. A man lost his life over some messy TikTok bullshit. She wasn't giving an inspirational speech or something so important she had to tell motherfuckers like this was I'm being messy. I can't be touched. I'm the badass. Damn, I fucked up.
You know what's crazy? And I hate to compare this situation to what this celebrity did, because what he did was crazy. It's almost like the R. Kelly case. Literally. The man did the crime. It's recorded in the situation. People don't want to believe it, and they don't want to take responsibility for the action that what that person did at all. But y'all want to sit up here and applaud this woman for what she has done and how she's, and I've seen her a lot of times before. This is not my first time seeing Tea Time. And you know the representation that she keeps in this messy talk. It's messy for a reason.
Zia, you know what's crazy? Out of
It's crazy.
everybody talking shit, me, you, Ross, a couple people could really be going in on some shit. That's the funny part.
Right.
So I don't really even understand like where y'all what angle y'all coming from or what y'all hearing. Like we really have the right to be really on some despiteful bullshit right now. Every right.
But it's bigger than us.
Exactly.
It's
Like
so much
niggas ain't
bigger
on
than
that.
us. Because again,
So how is it personal?
this is
It's
the
not
thing though.
personal.
We can pivot away from the personal thing because anybody who's been listening for more than 3 minutes, it's not personal. Again, this is something that has happened. Just like if it was me, if it was CK, Rasta, you, whatever, right? Content creation is not about trying to, the news isn't going to say, no, we're not going to platform this because it's so and so. No, this is a social issue. Again, this is something that we all do. We all look at the phone. We all drive looking at the phone. I don't understand how we can try to make this something a vendetta. I didn't write this article. I didn't cause this collision. This is something that we have to be mindful of when we get on this app. I don't understand. That's it. That's it, and that's all.
Hold on. Let me crash out real quick. You sorry motherfuckers in the comments that keep bringing the motherfucking kids into this shit. Y'all need y'all motherfucking ass whooped. I'm gonna be dead ass serious about that. Leave the motherfucking kids out this motherfucking bullshit.
Oh, they love putting kids in it because that's the weak man's defense. I'm going to talk about your kids. Why?
Ask the comments a question. Do you guys, all the people here who are tea time supporters, right? Like true tea time supporters, because that's who's here right now, right? Do you guys feel like tea time should be held accountable for her actions? Because it's one thing. I don't know. Like, I get supporting her. I get liking her. I get she's entertaining. I get she, may help you get through your day, listening to whatever it is that she's talking about. I personally have not just sat there and just listened to her all day or whatever it may be. But do you guys feel as if, and you could put it in the comments, that she should be held accountable? You could put tea time supporter, yes. Tea time supporter, no. I don't feel like it. But, like, do you at least feel like she should be held accountable for her actions?
Okay.
Because this is too much focus on Zia, and I don't understand that. Like, y'all coming over here to sit there and focus on Zia and say how she's wrong and how she's not holding whomever else accountable. Truly, what is Zia supposed to do from her phone? If we're really being honest. And then you guys want to sit there and bring up Rasta. She has already sat there and said about Rasta that he should not have his camera on. So I don't know really what more it is that you want her to say or do about people who are choosing to be on lives, whether they have their cameras on or not, and be on TikTok. That's on them. She's bringing awareness to it, but you guys are too focused on Zia and whatever her and Tea Time got going on. Beef, no beef, whatever the hell it may be. But do you feel
Tea Time
as
and
a
I are
Tea Time
friends on
supporter they should be
TikTok.
held
That's the weird part. We're friends. She followed me. I followed her back. I don't understand. What's going on here? Real quick, we do have
somebody lost their life.
Princess and Kaidu. Oh, excuse me, Kay. Let's start with, I think I brought Princess up first. Princess, what are you thinking?
I think this situation is very tragic. I don't think y'all are serious right now. Because y'all just had a panelist up here who was driving and admitted to driving while it was on live, and you let him stay up here. So
was he holding the phone?
It doesn't matter. He had
well, then why didn't TikTok flag? Why wasn't there a green screen?
Why didn't you drop him?
But the thing is, if TikTok didn't flag it, it's because it's within guidelines.
But you're talking.
Am I the police?
You're talking about bringing awareness, though.
Absolutely, and I also told him the same exact thing.
But we can't help but to think that it's a personal thing when someone was just up here driving on TikTok, and then y'all were comparing someone with a CDL.
Who is y'all? I didn't say that.
Like, what?
Didn't say that. Again, TikTok has specific guidelines, which is why people put up green screens. But if you're able to show that your hands free, TikTok does permit you to drive.
But you're the host of this live. He said he was driving.
Are you a Tea Time supporter?
No, I'm really not.
Okay, so whether you are or not, question, given the situation, do you feel that she should be held accountable for her actions?
Yeah, she should, but the thing is,
okay, so let's focus on that.
You asked me a question. I'm gonna reply. You can't host these lives and talk about accountability and have someone who's literally up here doing the same thing. What's the difference between Tea Time?
But I already explained the difference. I've already explained the difference. Because again, that's why Bluetooth is permittable. Bluetooth is permittable because it's considered hands free.
You're not taking accountability as a host. Like, you're being hypocritical.
If it's hands free and it's legal and TikTok permits it, what exactly is it that you wanted me to do?
But
you wanted me to go
if he was being
did you
I don't get
hold
what
on,
she's
love?
not getting.
Did
This
you
man's not committing a crime.
It's
He's
not a crime.
He's not. Thank you. Like,
it's within guidelines and it's legal.
Like,
so
y'all
what
want to
exactly
push.
did you
Y'all
want me to do?
Want to push this onto something else. Like, awareness that somebody lost their life because somebody decided to interact with her live on TikTok.
No
It's
awareness
different than
because
having a
y'all care
phone
so
number.
much about people driving and being on TikTok.
No,
Someone was
that
just
wasn't the
up here.
message.
Oh, we care about
That
you
wasn't
being
the
on
message,
TikTok
princess.
safely.
I think you're confused. The message was when we're holding the phone and we're in the camera and we're and we're driving. If you have a mount or you have a Bluetooth system, that's why we have Bluetooth installed in our car, because they know that we don't need to hold the phone.
Do you
That's
know how
the
many? Do you know how
difference.
many seconds it takes for someone to get in a car accident? Like
Of
how long you
course.
have to look away from your phone for
I
something
don't
tragic to
understand
happen?
what your point is when we can clearly see that the
Because
phone was held
because
in.
it's not the what, it's the who. If this wasn't tea
I
time,
wish I could right now.
I want to
I
ask you
know
a
I was trying to
question.
look for it.
How
Hold
many
on, princess. Hold that thought. I'm trying to get everyone on the panel to have an opportunity.
right?
Whether they agree with me or not is not the point. Kay, welcome in, love. What are you thinking?
Thank you for having me up. I do not, in fact, agree with you. I thought we were focusing on the what and not the who. It
That's
seems
exactly what we've been talking about.
it seems to me that every time somebody has something to say about her, i.e., the elderly man that was saying, "Oh, she's messy," or the couple of people up here, "Oh, she's messy," this, that, and the third, that was permitted. But anytime somebody comes up here in defense of her, they're dropped. I find that odd. And to piggyback off of what Princess was saying, you asked her, was he holding his phone? Well, I ask you, was he not?
He
Because the
wasn't.
camera was off. So at this point, it's
What? Oh,
argumentative.
you're talking about Kilo? I don't know,
Yes.
because his camera wasn't on. So there's no way for us to know
Exactly.
that. But when your camera is on and we can see that, then it makes quite a bit of a difference.
Exactly. The fact that you didn't know whether he was holding it or not, he should have been dropped because he
Really?
admitted to being in the car on the phone.
So I'm going to
However, this is
assume.
absolutely how I would rather
Am I?
assume that he's
I'm
holding it
confused.
and
I'm
not.
confused on how we're pivoting and we're
This is
deflecting so
crazy
much from
work.
the
No,
prompt.
ma'am, I'm not pivoting
Listen,
or
Oh,
deflecting.
absolutely you are.
I am not pivoting
Absolutely
or
you are.
deflecting. Believe me.
Absolutely. How would I know if
Can
he
I?
was driving or if he was a passenger and when
The
he was
proof of
speaking
what
without his
He
Ziggy
camera
said
on?
said.
He
because he
said he
said
was
he
I'm
was
driving.
driving.
confused.
Hold on, princess. I got you, baby. He said he was driving, beloved. He said it out
He
of his
said
own
that
mouth
after
that
I
he was
asked the
driving.
question, but essentially, but
Right.
also, does he have a Bluetooth system?
Whether okay, so
But
you
is
That
that
can't have
makes
a
all the.
Bluetooth.
able
So,
to
are you
communicate
saying
So
that
on
you
your
you're
don't
phone
not
talk
with
on your
capable.
Bluetooth
guidelines?
while you're
Why
You're
does the
not
driving?
car come
capable
with
of holding
Bluetooth?
your phone while it's
No.
connected to
Here
Why
you
does
go,
the
Bluetooth.
Chuck.
car come with Bluetooth?
It comes with Bluetooth to be hands free.
Exactly.
However, I
Exactly.
can grab
So
my
there's a way that
phone
you're
Okay,
able
while
to
so no.
you
communicate
can.
on your
No,
phone
you
So
within
guys, come
no.
on.
guidelines.
Can we be
We
realistic?
are
No, we
You
are
beside
can
being
the
grab your
realistic.
point.
phone while it's connected to Bluetooth. That's just a fact.
We
So
don't
you don't
know
know
that.
whether he was holding it or not, which means he should have. Can I please finish? I promise
We
you.
know what you're saying and trying to get at.
So he
We're
should have been
past the fact
dropped.
that there's
But
proof of what it was
outside
that
of
T-Time was
that,
doing.
Because it
can I
sounded
He's
please
like
not
he was
on
finish?
in a car.
camera with his face, with
I'm
his kid in the back
confused.
seat,
Can I
fucking
please
trying to
finish?
talk.